I didn't know what I wanted on my nails at my last appointment, so I turned over creative control and she pulled out an airbrush. And this was not a big bulky airbrush that I remember seeing as a kid when all the airbrush t-shirts were really popular. It was a self-contained little chargeable portable airbrush. So I promptly came home and got on Amazon and ordered one for myself. And as you can see from what's in the box, it comes with everything you need. This is the air compressor and it has 3 levels. It's rechargeable. You plug it in with a little USB cord, and then there were 3 different containers for paint where you could hold different levels of paint. It came with a couple cleaning kind of pokey things that you could get things out, cleaning brushes, and then this is the airbrush that screws on top of the air compressor itself. And like a child who just got a new toy, I didn't do much homework besides that I needed to thin the paint out with water, and I just kind of jumped right in. I didn't watch any YouTube videos. I didn't learn much about this. Literally like a child with a new toy. I just thinned the paint out. I figured I was paying attention when she did my nails and I could play and figure it out along the way. So I'm going to play with this purple paint. I'm pouring it into the smallest little vessel that came with the airbrush, and it actually has a top that goes on top to kind of keep you from spilling, I'm guessing. And I'm going to play with paper just to kind of get a feel for how it comes out, getting a feel for how to hold it. It's kind of an odd thing to hold, but I'm going to play around with all of the compressor settings. There's 3 settings with kind of a higher pressure of air, and then you release the paint where you see my index finger kind of pulling that button back. That's how you control the paint release. So I'm just playing around, trying to figure out how this thing works and get a feel for it. One thing that I do want to do a little bit of research on is whether the angle that you hold it matters, because that paint vessel is kind of angled, and I don't know if it matters if you dip too far forward. Do you need to hold it straight up? That's one of the things I want to research. I also did get quite a few clogs in the airbrush where I had to stop, take it apart and clean it out and then start all over. And I'm not sure if that could have been my paint quality, because it's not super expensive paint, or even the airbrush itself. I think I paid about $24 out the door for this, so it's not the most expensive thing you can get. But I was just looking for something that was accessible, not too expensive, and I'm not sure if I'll use it a ton, so I wanted to just go affordable to start. So it could have been that too. And of course, I had to come back to my original inspiration of the nails that Sets by Sammy did for me, and I thought I'm gonna make a rock that matches. So she was thinking pink lemonade vibes. So we're gonna come in and create a yellow base with some blended bright pink in there. And so one of my thoughts with the airbrush when I initially saw her using it was, oh my gosh, maybe this will make it where I'll never have to base coat a rock with a paintbrush again. Like maybe this is a faster way, or I don't know, I just thought it might be a cleaner way to base coat rocks. But after doing it, I'm not so sure that's how I will use this, because the mist of paint coming out of it is so fine that it actually takes quite a bit of time to get a solid background on here. And not to mention you have to thin the paint out and pour it in there. But it was really good practice for me to get used to handling it. If you get too close, too far away, how much paint comes out. I did get too much on here and then it started to drip and I had to wipe that off. So base coating, not so much. I think it's better off to just base coat with a paintbrush if you want a background color. But where the real magic is when I went to add the pink to match my nails, and you can see how it just kind of slowly appears through a light mist and you can kind of blend it out. So in my head, I'm thinking, ooh, this would make a really cool rainbow. It'd be kind of a lot of work because you're gonna have to switch all the different colors, but rainbow colors or clouds would be really fun to make with this. Or I like this background idea where you have one color as the background and then you create kind of this blended sunburst. But I did match my nails, check it out. I decided to finish this off with a short quote, mixing script and print. Once I get the script on here, I'm going to thicken the downstrokes to create faux calligraphy. If you've been around for a while, you know the drill. I just went and kept this very simple, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I did want to touch on that I know the investment in a new tool and maybe the time to learn something new might not be your jam. you might not want to do this. You can create these blended backgrounds using a paintbrush, using spongy daubers. There are other ways. So in the description and at the end of the video, I'm going to put some videos so that you can check out other techniques to create a similar blended background in case you would like to try that instead. Thank you so much for stopping by to watch me experiment. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking about this, because I'm going to keep playing with it. Take care, and I'll see you next time.
Subscribe to my mom's videos and have a great day.